emotionally? What's the locker room feel like? How are you feeling in this moment right now?
Yeah, I mean, no one feels great after a loss. You know, you just got to take it to the chin and move on. So that's one of the things that we're going to have to work on. You know, we're going to go in there this week, next week, see what we did wrong, see what we can improve, you know, and then just look forward to the next game. You know, this game's now in the past. You know, clock can't go back and change anything. So, you know, emotions aside, we just got to keep playing.
You guys are used to receiving everyone's A game. 1 and 2, not y'all's A game. How close do you think you are to doing that on the field?
I mean, we're real close. You know, those 2 games we lost all came down to 1 score. So, I mean, at the end of the game, it all comes down to 1 play. You know, I feel like I didn't make those plays that we needed to be made in order to help us finish. But, you know, that's something that I really need to work on, is just being that guy whenever it comes down to those close games.
What happened on that play? Did you just take your eyes off the ball there on that 3rd down?
Yeah, I mean, just not focused enough. Just, you know, just goes right through my hands.
Can you put your finger on why the offense starts slow? Last week started slow, this week started fast. Can you figure out, is there something you think y'all can do to fix it?
You just got to really just, you know, go out there with the confidence, go out there with the mentality that, you know, it's a game-winning drive every time. And I feel like, you know, once we get in the motion, you know, get in the motion of the game, that's when we really start to open up. But we just really got to go out there starting off with confidence, you know, starting off hot.
Your immediate emotions maybe when the Storm's getting rushed and you guys are just having to walk off devastated?
I'm sorry, one more time.
Just your emotions of, like, you know, the field's rushed. What are you thinking in that moment, experiencing that on the opposite end of the ACC championship?
Yeah, I mean, you know, the ACC championship, you know, it's a great feeling whenever you're the one rushing. But, I mean, that kicker made a heck of a kick. And as soon as it went in, it's like, you know, we lost. Just go over, do the alma mater, and just head to the locker room, talk about what happened, and just go on to next week's game.
What you see on the touchdown catch, the cross, the catch, and turn upfield, and just kind of blow by him?
Yeah, I mean, I just saw a great block by TJ Moore. You know, as soon as I turned upfield, you know, I saw a great block by him, so I was like, I'm just gonna run past him, and he got his guy, and that's all I needed.
Ryan, obviously you had the 73-yard touchdown, but it feels like explosive plays have been harder to come by for this offense so far as compared to a year ago. What do you think that is?
I think it's just, you know, not focused. I mean, those explosive plays, they're there. We just got to capitalize on them. You know, just catch those balls, you know, just get open on those routes even though we're open. We just got to be able to finish those plays.
Now that you're sitting where you are, do you think maybe not having the pressure of that was all kind of there at the start of the season on now that it's kind of gone away, maybe you guys can play looser and freer now?
I mean, it shouldn't matter what the exceptions are or expectations are for us. We need to go out there and play like Clemson. And so I think we're just going to keep playing like Clemson, whether if that's, you know, being the team that finishes every game. That's what Clemson is, and that's what we haven't been, but that's what we're going to continue to strive for. You know, standards still the same, just no matter who or what the expectations are.
Why do you believe this team can make a run through the rest of the season and still be around at the end to possibly do something?
Because these guys are resilient. You know, no one here gave up till the last play. You know, even when we were down 10, you know, we all came back. Especially last week against Troy, you know, we were down. We came back. You know, y'all see it. Y'all know that each game has been close. Just 1 or 2 plays, and we're 3-0. But so that's what we gotta just work on, is finishing. As soon as we get those little things down, we're gonna be one of the best teams in the nation.
How do you guys deal with some of the negativity that's inevitably going to come now that you are 1-2? Like you said, you could be 3-0, but you're 1-2. So how do you deal with kind of the outside noise?
Just focus on Clemson. That's about it.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank